almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. All right, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instance, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with Sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
Oh. Ah. It was, I forgot that was down like that. Hey guys, what's going on? Doctor Who's here. I'm gonna play a bit more Rogue Trader. I forgot to show this off when I was doing the stream with Puzzle, but this is how I picked him up from the airport. Yeah, I was just walking around the airport. He saw that and he was just like, "My people." So today, I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance with my characters. I need some training. Future resets. So I'm just going to do a bit of stuff to to just get some just redo some stupidity. So I've actually got a guide over here that mostly is doing everything that I did, so I think I'm just going to follow it a little bit. Yeah, I'm doing well. So first, commerce, yay. Next, bring it down. Alrighty. +8 is fellowship bonus. Alrighty. I got finest hour, lovely. And this is going to be focus. Use an ability, yay, gain a bonus of Perception ballistic equal to 4, which is my resolve. So I need more resolve and fellowship. So here we go, fellowship. And apparently, according to this, I need to take characteristic fellowship for like that extra kick. Yay, hello Volmata. Lovely to see you again. Glad you can make it. Lasting impression, which half of the bonus of voice of command, which is this. So that's just, I just start yelling at people and they start going better. Hey, what's up, Zirag? And I take fellowship. Here we go, Air of Authority, which I've always, which I had initially. Oh, good morning. And Ready to Serve, which I don't think I actually... So this guide is assuming that I am a Imperial World, which I didn't take. I took Fortress World. So that's a little fun. So I think I'm just going to pick up Spare Magazine. Yeah. I wish it would tell me what Never Stop Shooting is, because I'm looking at either go on or do something instead. But Spare Magazine it is. So here we go. Inspiring speech it wants me to give. Air of Authority grants immediate momentum. Yes, that sounds good. And commerce. Finest hour, it wants me to take 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we take persuasion and we take willpower. I don't understand why it wants me to waste this on agility, but I'm going to follow it because I assume this guide knows better than me. Go do something. Commanding voice increases the range. Hello, German. Persuasion. And agility. Not willpower? Fair enough. It will not die. And number 1. Okay. Then we take this, press the advantage. We are going to take Linchpin instead of Inspire. Target ally gains +1 resolve for every 5 stacks, but the Master Tactician loses half their stacks. Master Tactician gain stacks equal to 25% of all momentum the target gets. Yes. Hidden advantage. Has 5. That's my fellowship bonus. Interesting. Okay. Complete. If I go to inventory, I need to figure out how to get my fellowship up. I'm sure we will figure stuff out. Anyway. Hey, get out of here, bot. We don't need you. We're fine being the losers we are. Alright. Hello, Farty Janice. I need training. Abelard. You know what? I'm just going to reset everybody. Because I'm going through everybody. Everybody gets everything. It has been a while since we've had a bot. Okay, so Everybody took their Wheaties. Alrighty, Abelard. So you take charge. Wait, what the hell happened? Hey, Farty. I thought I told you to reset. There we go. I have horrifying news. I am now in the top 4 Duolingo Polish users. I have naught but pierogi and fear. Alrighty. Athletics, next. Endure, next. Hold on. That is toughness and character level. Nice, okay. Daring Breach, huge talent, thick skin. Gain +1 deflection. Their parry chance is increased by 20. Yes, do that. Defensive stance has not attacked. Charge and slash do not affect this bonus. He's going to be attacking a lot, but I assume that's just until he attacks. Weapon skill. Yup. Sworn enemy. Marks a target, gain 20% armor, toughness, and +6 strength against that target. Yes. 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 Yes, take that. Athletics. Weapon skill. Swift movements. Get him in there and fighting. Medicae. Heal better. And hardened scars. Why hardened scars? When he is hit while under their... Ooh, damage deflection. Yes, that's good. I like that. Daring Breach number 3 becomes the priority target. Yeah, sure. Okay. Then we get into cover. Okay. And it... And toughness. Taunting scream. Drawing the attention of enemies. Heavy rock saw. Yes. Yell at people, make them fight you. It will not die. Boom. Okay. Toughness. Carouse. Ramming speed. What is ramming speed? Charge, yes. Yes, yes, that is good. I love the charge. Carouse. Strength. What if I didn't want to buy the potion? Ready to serve. Non-damaging ability or an ally. They resolved. That's why they wanted it on my officer. Oh, poo. Daring Breach 2, yes. And they want him to be an arch militant? What about Argenta? She is also an arch militant. Okay, so I guess you can just do different things, with one being a warrior arch militant and the other being a sister space marine arch militant. Let's go. Versatility. Reckless Rush. Immediately gains movement. It has stacks of versatility. They gain... So versatility, I need to... Single shot melee. Area melee. Area ranged. I can do this. I can do this. Yes, yes, I can do this. Always ready. 2 stacks. Yes. Okay. Boom. Next up is... Idra. I love this guy's write-up of her. Be me, be brown, be into some voodoo crap. Really like that purple juice. Be some rich white woman house psycher. The police is always watching me and want to shoot me, even if I didn't do nothing. I'm actually an escaped dangerous criminal, and the police is justified in doing so. Alrighty. Idra, hello. Let's get you a little more... So, awareness, expose weakness, dismantling attack. Okay, sweet. Uncanny sight. Inflicts exploit. Yes. Okay. Willpower, because... we are warpy. Second sight. Yes. Increase the range. Tide of Excellence. Tide of Excellence. Triggers an exploit. Gains +1 damage. The first. Ooh, fun. Intelligence, willpower. Yup. Excuse me. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Sensory deprivation, lore, warp. Pain channeling. Kills an enemy. Yes. Psychic barrage. Please. Please. I saw in the studio chat that we had a little bit of fun during Crispy's stream. So yay. No more silliness. Well, yes, silliness, but responsible silliness. Perception. Psyker. Lore Imperium. Why Imperium? Interesting. Okay. You have Lord Dogo. We demand a picture of Lord Dogo. Persistence. Prescience. Advice and guidance. Ah, interesting. Lovely. But I cannot picture. Then you have failed the you have failed the doggo tax. Attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, deals 15% more damage. Yeah, okay. You cannot talk of Lord Dogo without giving us a picture of Lord Dogo. Perception. What the fuck are we... So fresh target, perception. The fuck are you talking about? is going on? Are you talking about it's characteristic training. Okay. Oh, fuck, no. Fresh target. That, I see. I'm a dumbass. And you want to be a bounty hunter. And you want foreboding. And you want savor the kill. Not being trailed. Whenever a bounty hunter kills, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat. Bonus depends on difficulty tier. Roman numeral of the enemy's icon. What? All allies gain against an enemy. Yeah, lovely. Okay, extra turn. Alrighty. Who is up next? That is Argenta. Alrighty. A blasty lady. Ooh. Opa. Revelant Slaughter. Firearm Mastery. And Rapid Reload. Ballistic and Alacrity. Each shot fired grants +1 agility. Yes. Wow. How did I not see that? Hey, Nova! Everybody. Butts. How you doing, Nova? We are doing, things in menus because, we now know how to play the game better. So agility, ballistics skill. It is a good thing. Yes. So, Orlin, I'm sure that you have ran into this during your Pathfinder game that you're playing, but there's lots of text, and it's easy to just go, that. Unfaltering, rapid fire, no longer, yes. Demolition. Firearms Mastery 2. Rate of fire, yes. No, there's just a lot of stuff to figure out. Deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1%. Would I like a new voice in my head? Look, I posted in the studio chat. Guests are welcome, buddy. Willpower. Oh, wait, no. Concentrated fire. Suppressing fire.
Fire is good.
Everybody, say hello to Warlin.
Except when it's very windy, and then fire is not good.
Fire is definitely not good. It was wild, like, a couple of days ago, when I look at my phone to see the time and I see weather advisory. I click on the weather advisory, and my city and surrounding counties are under a fire advisory. And I'm just like, it's 20 degrees outside. Why are we on a fire advisory?
Because the wind is over 70 miles an hour.
This is true.
And there's not enough snow to keep it from burning.
So as another player of an Owlcat game currently, how are you finding the menus and all of the skill text?
Well, as someone who has GM'd, etc. for, well, since I was 8, it's kind of second nature to me.
Fair enough. Like I jumped into Rogue Trader knowing little to nothing of how the game plays, so I'm sure if I had an inkling of how 40K plays, this would be better. But what is it? With Pathfinder, like, I'm sure my D&D background would make everything make a little bit more sense.
Yeah. And considering that Cookie and I started playing 3rd Ed, which is 3rd Ed 3.5 is what Pathfinder is, about the time we got married. I'm kind of familiar and comfortable with the thing.
Yeah, this is just text upon text upon text, and I'm just, Jesus Christ, how many source books are there?
Too many.
Yup.
But that's 40K for you.
That is 40K.
That's Games Workshop.
That's how many how many editions are there? How many rule books for the armies are there? Jesus Christ. Oh
now,
man, this update made my Marines shit. Wait, the new version makes them better again.
If they had all the source books for Pathfinder in Pathfinder games, that would be a little bit chunky, but not bad.
Okay.
Now, if there was a true D&D game that had all of 3 or 3.5 in it, that would be chunky.
It'd be a very chunky monkey.
Considering I've got almost 200 3rd Ed 3 and 3.5 books, and I only have about half the collection.
Yeah, I remember seeing a friend's shelf full of Pathfinder books, and it was just obscene how many books there were, just for like little shit. And it's like, it's all technically important information too.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just, it's just crazy. Although one of my favorite Blood Oath, Medicae, yes, one of my favorite Pathfinder lore bits is the Starfall Cathedral, and how one guy got stupid drunk and as a drunken barbet accidentally became a god.
There's worse ways to become divinity.
It's I just love that love that story. Hey, I bet you can't. I bet you can't. I bet you can't get to the center of the cathedral maze and get to the magic stone. All right, shugs a beer. Watch me. Shows up first thing in the morning, guys. I think I'm a god. I love that. It's hilarious. Athletics.
One of the source books, and I don't remember which one, and I don't think yeah, talks about one of the minor gods. He's a god of bardic music.
Mm-hmm.
Because he seduced and enjoyed the entire harem in a single night.
Oh God. Yup. Fear. Yes. So yeah, what's going on with you, buddy?
Well, I just dropped Cookie off at work, so was about to start more paperwork, but you're allowing me to avoid it for a little while.
Yay, paperwork. How are Grimos asks, how are your creatures?
Well, haven't seen one of them this morning. The other one woke me up in the middle of the night with banging in the tub. Apparently, it had caught a mouse, carried it into the tub, and was then playing with it.
That sounds like a cat. Sounds like a cat that doesn't quite know how to hunt.
Oh no, he knows how to hunt very well. He likes to
Toy with
play
it?
with his dinner for say about 2 or 3 hours.
That, I can see how that might be a little,
Starting at
not
3:30
fun.
in the morning. Or no, 2:30 in the morning. Of course, this is the cat that likes to drink the aquarium water.
Yes. Alright. So we're doing Executioner. Wow, you get 3 things where it hurts. Reckless Abandoned. What do you do? So the big thing is inflicts DOT. Inflicts DOT. Next successful attack is under DOT. Yes. Okay, so you want Reckless Abandoned, which... Okay. That just... Okay. Replaces 13 of their wounds, and they gain that much damage. Lovely. That's fun. Anatomy expert. Depends on their Medicaid. Okay. Complete.
So, anything fun or interesting going on in your world?
Tex sent me something.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Beef. Walnut Creek Foods, all natural. Asterisks, beef. Heat and serve. The asterisk is contains no artificial ingredients and is only minimally processed. Ingredients: beef, salt. There are 5 servings in this can. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this.
Hey, it's yeah, it's beef.
It's what's for dinner. Cassia.
You heard what Tex sent Cookie a couple years ago, right?
What did... Oh! Guess who is home? No, I did not. Buddy! No, I did not hear what Tex, sent
Yeah, this was
Cookie.
during the lockdowns, etc.
Okay.
A box of Belgian chocolate.
Oh my. Willpower, mastery of time. That sounds fun.
I have to say, though, be thankful that you're having the wind and fire alerts without the alert that we've been having recently.
What have you been having recently?
Sandstorms.
Artemis!
Visibility at like 50 yards.
That's fun. Hello, Artie.
And that's in town where there's the wind's broken up.
Okay, go. Go, 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 go! Watch in, play nice. That is Artemis, the brother's dog. She lives upstairs. Yeah, Sandstorm sounds absolutely stupid. I don't know how I would deal with that.
It turns the sky brown
Why
all
is the
day.
sky brown?
Well, just imagine the sky is the shade brown of, say, a medium wood grain.
Ew. Ew.
All day long.
That's not fun.
And my bushy kitty cat decided that he needed attention, etc., etc. And so, therefore, discharged. Well, my daughter said that he had become a Pokemon on his own.
Zone of fear. Or
He had a blue static glow to his fur. And his entire tail was crackling and static. And then he discharged it onto me.
Oh, Shocky Cat. That's a funny kitty. I bet he was having a great time.
Yeah, he came up, rubbed against me, discharged, and then wandered back to my daughter.
He didn't want to shock her.
Apparently not.
And you want to be a grand strategist. I need Revel in the light. Ooh, that's a good one. And now you need Strange Vitality. Complete. Lovely. Cat figured you could take it. You have the HP for it.
Yeah, I probably do. Although I think I've taken permanent con damage over the years.
I mean, haven't we all? Haven't we all?
Well, the whole going over a year with only 4 hours of sleep a day.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fun. I love my schedule. I love it. He says, not loving his schedule. My work schedule is I work Tuesday evening. Then I go into work at 10 on Wednesday, get off 7 Thursday, so today. So I just had my overnight tonight. Then I do another 10 to 7 tonight. I am off Friday. Then I work Saturday, Sunday morning. That is 5 to 3. Then I do, what is it? And then I am off on Monday. Dogs! They yappy. Okay. Let's just do that. So my I have fun trying to schedule events during my awakening hours.
My last job, or one of my last jobs, for most of the time I had 8 to 10. Monday through Friday, sometimes Monday through Saturday.
8 a.m. to 10 p.m.?
Uh-huh.
That's 10 hours a day. No. No, that's 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. That's not fun.
And that doesn't include stuff at the depot and paperwork time.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand a little bit about the Whirlins experience.
That was working for Schwann's.
Okay, look, I like your pot pies and fried rice, but that seems a little excessive.
The company no longer exists.
I wonder why.
Well, it's actually not because of that. It's because of other things that were worse.
Ooh, let's...
And then I went into the warehouse and basically was all night, every night in the blast freezer.
That can get fun.
There were some nights that the -20 blast freezer was warmer than the truck bay.
No, I've done that sometimes at work. Like, it's so cold outside, and hopping back into the full warmth of the store just hurts. So it's just like I'm outside, and then I hop into the cooler as just like an intermediary to try and warm back up for the store.
Yeah.
Like, stuff's fun. My workplace has a couple of 5-degree coolers. When they can't give you decent hours and the work does not really require it, then the company deserves to go insolvent. Yeah, This guy just really wants everybody to take It Will Not Die. Okay. I mean, it's a good perk. Okay, and you want to be also a bounty hunter. You want to claim the bounty. Okay. After each third enemy killed by Claim the Bounty receives 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. If Claim the Bounty kills, they receive... Interesting. Fun. Savor the kill. Complete. Alright, who's up next on the list of things to do? Mr. Handsome McGee. He's the last one. Okie dokie. So we've got charge, coercion, endure, daring breach, defensive maneuvers, psycher. Hello, thank you for the follow, Tim Wild, 28 to 28. We appreciate your fart, and thank you for joining us on this absolutely engaging episode of skill tree management.
You've come at a wonderful time.
Absolutely wonderful time.
Now, I am going to relate one story because it's actually kind of related to what you're doing.
Yes, absolutely.
After watching several episodes of this and quite a bit of the Dark Tide streaming we've had here on the WBPL 76.
Yes.
I went to sleep while still very sick.
Oh no.
And had a very interesting related dream.
Oh no.
A new chapter of Space Marines.
Oh god.
Who are all about the purity. And their chapter head has a vision of how to ensure absolute purity. Self-destructing purity under ruse.
Oh god. So, self-destructing purity under ruse.
Yes.
How? Pray
We didn't
tell.
ask that question.
Do these work in Dreamland?
Whenever the purity seals are broken, the underwear explodes.
So, do they just shit themselves?
Well, no, they can take them on and off. It's just the purity seal when they're,
This seems very impractical
Slanesh
underwear.
or something shows up.
This seems like very impractical underwear.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. But then their
balls are stored in the
gets bordered by orcs.
Oh gosh.
The ship gets boarded by orcs, so they eject the laundry.
Oh god.
And the orc ship goes, "Oh, thank you," and bats it back into the cruiser, directly into the I don't know what it's called, the big orifice in the front of the cruiser, and blows up the whole chart with the underwear.
wow. The dreams that people have when they are sick and or highly medicated. Okay, so
I will say this, I had been sick for over a week at that point, so, you know, it was just...
it just life was feeling great.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. I have enjoyed your company. Thank
Okay,
you for the
she
conversation.
has nothing to say. Hello.
Greetings.
I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and to explain the strange words of that cultist.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the Sacred Warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Let's go.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
When do you get Griglak as your navigator?
I don't know.
Ah, okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Or is that the new
technically have
BPL DLC?
we technically have a hype
Oh
train.
no.
Oh god. Are the Word Eaters. They almost had a librarian turned traitor, so they killed all their librarians and destroyed their librarius. They're a particular favorite ally of the Ordo Hereticus. So we are in front of the warrant. That is a big piece of paper. Drops to her knees, her hands make the sign of Aquila. Her eyes locked on the sweeping signature on the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, a mere flourish on a piece of paper. Knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with the flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me with the wrath and fury of righteousness. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to the servants of thine, and ruin to the foes of thine, a fate of terror and righteousness. We need to talk, or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth had been on Theodora Valancius' ship, and the cultist we encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story and you'll see why. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already being well protected by Reverend Hieronymus, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawnesses, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That's when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by your scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world, away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. Does it belong to the dynasty? Yes, the planet is yours by right. It is not as simple as that. The warp is lost. I will explain in due time. Yes, please continue. Oh, Jesus. We have so many subs. description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died millennia ago. You know, she's not the living saint anymore, I guess. When heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the One Star. From the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saint's remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter, all others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell is merely a vague legend. No one knew. Words, why are you not talking? Please, why are you not talking? Its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, also, please, Wookiee, I am sorry. Let me get this. There you go. I realized at the moment that it was a portent and I must journey to this planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet. Why did you keep your supposition from Reverend Hieronymus? Surely he could have helped you search for the ship. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was a portent revealed to me personally, can't you see? I told Hieronymus the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. That if it was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I truly had been blessed with the saint's favor.
So we're looking for a giant hunk of rusting space junk? Got it.
Pretty much. Isn't that just everything in the 41st millennia?
I don't know, I've been told there's crayons.
Searching for your destiny. I thought I had been called that finding the ship was my destiny. My place in the world. Perhaps there's something to that. I imagine she was thrilled, lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered, and she took me with her. The One Star, what is it? I forgot to explain. The One Star is a relic kept by Saint Argenta. It belong to the Order Pronatus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography times call it a banner or a set of armor or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness and was lost with her death. Defeat. What happened next? Defeat. Ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though. According to legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the descriptions of mountains, of rivers, from millennia-old tales. I was certain I had found the way to the ship, and that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic shrines on footfall. Something about doors, please address some lord, and the edge of daybreak. They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished, all those honest, brave people that I had led in search for a relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish alongside them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Prime, cultists attacking the ship, and Conrad's betrayal. What if they were all links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valancius servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? Don't blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into the ranks by then, they would have found the planet even without you going. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. Conrad escaped. Yes, and I sincerely hope that that we'll meet him again. That certainly needs to answer. So how did Zeus manage to escape? People received a distress call, came to my rescue and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened then. When they arrived, I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them. They didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled out. After that, it's blackness. I came to as already in the middle of a warp jump. Theodora had urgent matters to attend to. Decided she could clear out the planet at a later time. That's why I didn't trust me before. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of cultists and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, so I studied you looking for seeds of corruption or the light of righteousness. So what did you find? I understood with me and helped me eradicate cultists on Footfall. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you agreed to talk to the orphans. At my request, a leader who's willing to honor those who laid their lives, take care of children, inspired by the way you acted in the moment. You man whose grief and confusion. Yes. You didn't turn a blind eye to me, but you chose the right words to show him the path to redemption. It was harsh, but necessary, like the Emperor's truth, like bitter medicine that helps the sick. I've learned much about you in that moment, Rogue Trader, and I want to believe that I wasn't mistaken. You were wounded, and you never found her ship. I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted we go back. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down humans of the arch enemy. In any event, the route is lost. All that knowledge of it died in attacking the ship along with the old navigator. And now we have a new lead, data we collected from the cultist shrine on Footfall. I don't care what retrobate we executed said. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, will you help me in this? There's nothing I wouldn't do to reclaim the sick. I'll break for people. Final Dawn, kill them all, searching for ancient ships and realize it's a side prospect. So be it. I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his own hand. I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished. And may the light be with us both. Yay! Why was that not voice acted? How's the voice acting in Pathfinder? Is it like, is it very interspersed? It's like kind of hit or miss what's voice acted and what's not?
You know, it helps for me to remember to unmute my mic. Well, I muted it to sneeze, and then I thought I had unmuted it and hadn't.
Fun.
Yeah, there's very, very, very little voice acting. The game is so large that,
Lord Captain, your presence
as
is
per
welcome.
developer,
And I
they were
wish to
afraid that if they
apologize
put
for my
voice acting,
prior
it would make it
coldness.
too big of a
After our
download
first
for
meeting,
a
I was
game at the
concerned
time.
that you would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
Which, it's not a small download even now.
Oh god, I bet.
If such is the rogue trader's wish, although there isn't much I can tell, I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to know?
Where are you from?
Now that I can tell you. I come from everywhere and nowhere. I am the child of officers of the Imperial Guard. I was born in the hold of a warship, grew up following my parents' deployments from one planet to another, and lost my family in the flames of a righteous war.
No. That's right, German. It's like adding too much voice acting would make the download obscene, which I can see in this instance. I'm glad there is voice acting for important stuff, but I'm just, why is there not?
My memory is like
It feels
puffs
a
of
little
smoke over a still battlefield.
inconsistent
The
sometimes.
gray of a ship's plating. The strict
Now,
cadence
like,
of life in
my
military
time at
camps.
Porsche, I know why there's very
mother's
inconsistent
uniform.
voice acting.
I loved looking at it.
Why?
And that's because one of the voice actors died and another one quit during the
The
production.
rumbling, the shouting, and the soot.
That
The screams of soldiers
that'll,
burning alive.
put
And the
a
gold
damper on it.
of the regiment's Aquila. Untouched by soot
And so,
blood. The last unsullied piece of a
One
world
character,
that
they
was
kind of
going
changed
mad.
voice actors, but you could tell.
That was my last memory of my mother, and of my former life, before the Scholar Progenium.
And so it
and the
switches back and
novitiate,
forth.
before my trials, before the vows. My own relic. It's the regiment's Aquila, or rather, the fragment that survived the attack, the explosions, and the fire. For me, it's a reminder that purity and radiance can be preserved, even in the heart of darkness.
So I heard that game got really weird in some of the
Become.
in some of its bits.
It's such a strange word for
What,
it.
Porsche?
Yeah.
It seems right. But is that how
not
one
really.
talks about their destiny? If you're asking about the path itself, that's easy enough to answer.
Or at least not really
First,
weird
like
to my
many
way of
other
thinking, at
orphans,
least.
I endured the
This,
Scholar Progenium.
this is true.
Those years were rough, but I remember the hardship fondly. Few things can compare with the feeling of satisfaction from a past trial, even if it leaves your body aching from exhaustion or your soul wincing in pain. I was one of the best among my peers, and I was selected for the novitiate in the ranks of the Adeptus Sororitas. When the hour came, I passed the trials and took my vows. The most joyous day of my life. The Emperor's light has always been with me, but to accept it with all your heart, to utter the oath.
Yeah, Sandrock is
is a
much
rapture
better.
like no other.
And in fact, they made the deliberate decision to do all the voice acting, or almost all of it, at the end of production instead of piecemeal throughout. So that they actually knew all of the quirks they were giving the storyline before they brought the voice actors in.
I mean, it's like one would think, why didn't they just do that in the first place?
Well, because they were releasing Porsche piecemeal as part of the Kickstarter
Have I
funding
ever-
for it.
But that would be shameful weakness, almost
And so
heresy.
every one of the like
course
8
not. I
chapters
was born
was
for this.
released as
I
an
live
update.
by the Emperor's
Huh.
will, and in his light, I myself am
I guess
the
that
light.
kind of
I
explains
must
why a
be
character
the
died
light
and another one quit.
for myself and for those who ask for my protection. I was chosen to serve.
Yeah, it was
But
a
beyond
very,
that,
very, very
I
much
like the
shoestring.
night. Few things elect
Studio.
me as much as the thought that the heretic felled by
But
my
they're doing
shot
some really
will
good
never
work.
again orphan a child. It is my pleasure to be candid. Of course, my mission is all I can think about.
Tell me about her.
Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world. Thousands of stars covered the sky there, so bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of
Nuns
night.
with guns.
Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor. But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet.
Why do these feel like
Shells
still
flew
like
from the
children's
sky
stories
that
just
desolated
taken
whole
up
cities
to
and
a
burned
million?
the gardens and
It
filled
like
the riverbeds
feels
with
like
the
the
blood
Brothers
of the
Grimm
faithful.
just got a bunch of
Smoke swallowed the
sci-fi
skies
and body
the
horror.
1,000 stars that had once shone over the world. Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burned to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words. The Emperor protects.
That's
I love
you
how
know,
Doc
And
is
knowing
slowly
that,
realizing
she
the
never
thematic
looked away from the
undercurrents in
black,
40k lore.
terrifying, smoke-covered sky.
that's
There were no more
far
bright
kinder than how I
stars
would
to be
describe it.
seen, except for one. The one star. The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the one star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the one star, they found their salvation.
So this was Saint Argenta.
Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet, except those whom Saint Argenta managed to save with the one star, and with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds gripped by turmoil on her ship, marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war, and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrived. Millions of people owed their lives to her, but the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the Silver Star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
So what is the one star?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful. Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner. Others think that upon falling from the sky, the one star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest, One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the One Star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled.
You know, this kind of makes sense that people don't know what it is, given that the Imperium's history is like at least 20 or 30 millennia old at this point.
I feel that my undertaking will be fulfilled when I find the answer that has eluded the Ecclesiarchy for millennia. I pray we find the way to Salus Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith.
No more questions.
One day we will reach Salus Prime.
Yes, we will. Hey, Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Your next question, I break your face.
Discovered that there are caches left by Theodora somewhere on Dargonius and Kiva Gamma.
It is wise for a rogue trader to have caches where they can safely store important information. And utterly unwise to share the coordinates of such caches with anyone. Even one's most trusted associates. I'm afraid I do not know how to find the caches, but I can offer some help. Your predecessor used this numeric code to deactivate certain defense systems in her service. If I know Lady Theodora as well as I think, then I'm quite certain that she left her caches well guarded. In that case, this code will be useful to you.
Thank you. Hey, Henrix. What's going on there, buddy?
To what do I owe this visit?
You wanted to discuss the nature of your mission.
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on...
Thank you for... Oh, Jesus Christ. Another... We're not... non-voice acted thing. This could entirely be voice acted. Finding an opportunity to talk. I'm not trusting you to explain my reason. Welcome the chance to assist the Inquisition. To the cult of the Final Dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine amongst the denizens of the Cronus Expanse and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on a voyage. Corrupted region. Also need to meet with one of my own observers on the capital world of your domain. Are you laying an accusation against my dynasty? Cast it softly. The main danger of secret cults and sects is that they are like seeds. They can remain on the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruit presents itself. Emergence of a cult on one of the Rogue Trader's planets does not mean the dynasty head himself is a chaos worshipper. Having said that, it should be noted that Theodora von Valancius was famous for her loose interpretation of freedoms granted by the Warrant. A bloodline can be stained by ancestral transgressions. If it is indeed so, it is in your best interest to do whatever is necessary to redeem yourself, and perhaps you'll be given a chance to salvage dynasties. I desire that he is willing to show lenience towards my actions. Interpreters, that's correct. I should show greater tolerance for your mistakes of a newly appointed rogue trader. If you're frank, I am surprised. Not the type to indulge the weakness of the soul and mind, even in somebody who only recently accepted the burden of a lofty title. You have spies on my worlds. It's not a spy, but a secretary in the administrative department on Draconis. Planetary governor and Theodore are fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill the sacred oath to the Golden Throne and eliminate threats to the Imperium. His name is Achilles Scalander. As soon as we have contact with him, he is the head of dynasty. I'm sure you will appreciate the presence of an advisor among your subjects. Tell me more about the Dawn. Chaos Worshippers, most of the agents of the throne, run into lone renegades still in trouble. Insane. What's up? You're just breathing.
Just breathing. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. No. Having playing the BattleTech game, it's just you always make that sound before you start talking.
No, I had something shift and fall on me, and I was trying not to make other noises.
Insane prophets and hysteric visionaries preaching the end of days, passing comet, a mutant rebellion, onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with new reason why people should prostrate themselves in quivering fear. Much effort and blood of these loyal were spent before we established a connection. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Chronos Expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people. There's a certain strategy to their actions that changes whenever we get too close. And finally, they have enough military power they can have the 2 ships that we sent after them later discovered as wreckage. Oh no! The growing difficulty in making war jumps is detrimental to us, but is unlikely an inconvenience to those who engage in vile sorcery day in, day out. After the events of Rykad Minoris, I suspect the cult may have built its nest in Winterscale domain. But the latest reports indicated that it is your protectorate that is harboring the heretics. Being in your entourage improves my chance of getting closer. Otter agreed to give you a place on my ship. What else? Should deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world of Kiva Gamma. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning, how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into the clutches. Be introduced. Include the blessed engines of the Adeptus Mechanicus and even followers of the Omnissiah. Oh my lord. So much talking. The answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos they'll be on solely inflicting countless death. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems in the Chronos are lost. And protect us from watching this tragedy play out again. Has fallen seriously. What then? You propose to destroy an entire planet on Rykad. You made a decision to send billions of souls to the rest of the Arch Army. An unreasonable and unforgettably high price for a small handful of people saved by your mercy. I most certainly do not. Will I make every effort to make sure such an exchange? Of course I will. Sentimentality is a luxury I cannot afford. I do not believe you lack compassion. You did not stop me, after all. I haven't said I would like to be able to. Deep down, I understand why you acted that way. I have yet to eliminate the understanding and acceptance within myself, but I will. Why did your suspicion fall on Kiva? Disjointed pieces of data. From that world arrived on footfall. Planet from a Chaos Space Marine on Rykad. Do we risk running into his brothers? I have no doubt it will be sooner or later. Chaos Marines siding with the cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling their puppets. Best we can do is count on having a squad of Chaos Space Marines in the Chronos Expanse, not the... I won't let anyone throw their weight around my worlds, be it servants of chaos, Xenos, or heretics. Commendable aspiration. It's the fates of billions of people and dozens of Imperial worlds in his hands. Which is why you need to be ever vigilant when looking for seeds of corruption on your planets, lest they sprout someday and spell doom. There's enough discussion. Tell me about the Drukhari who stole Rykad's son. The Drukhari, one of the branches of the Alderai, an ancient and vicious Xenos race. Those creatures are a living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to their raids, for the simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you and I need air to survive, the Drukhari require psychic energy born from torment and pain, which they extract from their captives with uncanny expertise. Their ships, which are difficult to mistake for any other, arrive suddenly and undetected. Their stealth technologies greatly surpass the capabilities of standard Imperium auger arrays. Their objectives of their raids is never to capture a world or ship. No, they are only interested in fresh victims. After filling their holds with living captives, they disappear into the webway. A different dimension which conceals their greatest stronghold, the Komarak, the dark city of Drukhari, from which none can hope to escape. I do not know why the Drukhari stole Rykat's son and brought about the fulfilling of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves played into the arch-enemy's designs. Perhaps Aurora's divinations is, in fact, describe the Drukhari's actions. There's only one thing I can say with absolute certainty. There is no alliance between the cult of the Final Dawn and Xenos. It is impossible.
First truth, that will happen.
They will ally?
No, whenever they say it is absolutely impossible, it's got to happen.
I do remember our exchange with time being, however, I prefer to focus on perhaps later, after Kiva. Yes, sir. Alright. Upsie daisy. Henrix. Talky talk.
To what do I owe this visit?
What can you tell me about Final Dawn?
The cult's ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Coronis Expanse. But those who are orchestrating the fanatics on it... governors, commanders, rogue traders... History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne, and we discovered the first traces of it as soon as we arrived in the Coronis Expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individuals as you wish.
Alrighty. I've just been meaning to talk with people and figure stuff out. Hey Packy, what you doing down there?
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends. May your...
Hey Abel. Idra, what's going on? Oh Jesus, I have never talked to her.
What are you talking about, Lord Captain?
Your psychers are only granted the right to live with the Emperor's blessing. You ever been to Terra?
Look, Lady Theodora couldn't care less if some eggheads measured my brains or not. It's not about the seal on your forehead, get it? It's about what's in your gut, if it's rotten or not. My gut's stronger than the adamantine on this here ship, and my implants are better than the ones they put in you on your Terra. If they weren't, I wouldn't have lived as long as I have.
You seem to have a very strong reaction to what you said about the broken lens.
It was just my nerves playing up.
For Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut. Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch. After that conversation, I tried to listen to what was being said about her. Beyond the door, what I heard was strange. Blood in her past, twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me. If I knew, I would have told you. Hearing things clearly requires cooperation from the other person, you know. But that cobra just hisses and spits its venom at me. I don't trust her one bit. Oh yeah, you go ahead and tell her the wicked Psyker has divined something about her. She'll be so pleased and grateful, and of course she'll listen to what you have to say. No, that would be pointless. And anyway, I'm not even sure what it all means. Maybe the danger is to her, or maybe the danger's coming from her.
Awareness is full of animosity, but you're concerned, and a hint of pity and compassion. Where do you come from?
Lyra, an outlying world in the Heathen Stars region. In the Coronis Expanse, the deeper you go, the less visible the Astronomicon gets, and the less people know about the Imperium. The arrival of a rogue trader is the best thing that can happen to a world like that. The very best.
Tell me about her.
It's an out-of-the-way planetoid between two faint stars. On Lyra, a dozen local tyrants fight over 5 measly continents. But they use everything they can to win, from poison to psychers. I haven't been there in many years, but there's nothing for me to miss. Trust me. But here on the ship is a different story altogether. I saw more wonders in my first year serving Lady von Valancius than I'd seen in my whole life on Lyra. Like my first journey through the warp, I was in bed for 3 days. I felt like supernovas were exploding in my head. I only found out later that I'd gotten off easy. Just through the bulkhead in the bay next to mine, a whole team turned into... Look at me rambling on, Lord Captain. Pay no attention. It wasn't like it was a very fun trip, Lord Captain. But look, if you want to be entertained, I'm the woman for the job. I'll entertain you with one of the stories from my collection, no problem. But if you want to hear about the time I melted everyone in the bay next door, well, I just don't really want to go into the details on that one, all right?
What did you do before you came on the ship?
Oh, I embroidered wall hangings in honor of our national heroes. I did the same thing I do here, Lord Captain. Divining. Our rulers prized the ability
Will
to
we
see
make it,
into
or
the
are we
future.
Brisket?
Every psyker that could be found was worth a small fortune on Lyra. There's no such thing
I
as a
vote for
peaceful
Brisket,
life
but
on
you never
Lyra.
know.
People like me were
You want to be
especially sought
Brisket?
after. They'd pick psychers up wherever they found them, buy kids off their parents,
Knowing how
and
my
just adopt
life
them.
goes sometimes,
Take me,
that
for
would be
instance.
interesting.
I got taken from my street gang. The older kids sold me when they noticed there was something off about me. The ruling dynasties had schools where they trained us and beat us black and blue. And then they packed us off to serve. Some of us held on for a long time, but others didn't last. Not everyone's as smart and talented as me, you know. Some people crossed the line and were out of commission before their time.
How did you end up in
Theodora von
Valancius's
Valancius
service?
paid a visit to the ruler I was serving at the time. I don't know what the visit was for, and it's no business of mine anyway. I can still remember the way the voices in my head changed when I looked at her. They were practically screaming. She had so much behind her, and plenty ahead of her too.
Grimos, brisket is yummy. I do not want to be brisket.
As I gawped at her, all of a sudden I heard a whisper. A hint, a suggestion, nothing more. but I know the difference between idle chatter and a real threat. I seized my chance and approached Theodora. I managed to whisper a couple of words in her ear before the wardens dragged me away. They beat me and locked me up. No wonder. It wasn't my place to converse with outsiders. And then Theodora's people came for me. They broke down the wall, butchered the guards. Also, I could tell them my warning in full. So I said the rest, but I didn't want to go back to my old life. And so I entered the service of the Van Valancius dynasty. A few times. Not many. And if I think about it, why would I want to? I've got everything I need here. All the whispers I hear are familiar ones. They almost feel like family. And if I want to hear about the nightmares off the ship, I can. After some Amasek. But don't go getting the wrong idea. If I have to, I'll follow you to the edge of the galaxy.
Talk about something else.
Of course, Lord Captain.
What's it like being a psyker?
Lord Captain, forgive me. But it would be like talking to a person born blind about colors. I could spend hours explaining, but it wouldn't make any sense to you. Every psyker feels their connection with the warp in their own way. One person might see spots and shadows out of the corner of their eye. Another feels fingers running down their spine. As for me, I've got a door in my head. One that's open just a crack. There's no way to close it, no matter how hard I try. I've just had to get used to the whispers from the other side. When I need to use it for work, I listen in more closely. But I usually just try not to notice it.
How do you live with this whispering?
Training, habit, and a little Amasek and a couple other things you can get on the lower decks. If you put all those together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm imagining half the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring. Better than listening to the living, anyhow.
What would happen if your door burst open?
My head explodes!
If the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them. They're not coming through. Trust me. I know how to keep my valuable head locked up tight.
Are you afraid of losing control?
Only losers who are afraid of their own gift lose control. Or idiots who never figure out what they are before it's too late. Or little kids who want to play around with their shiny new toy. If you don't know the limits of your abilities, or you're always bouncing around in your own head, that's a recipe for disaster.
Can you see my future?
All right. That's what I'm here for, after all. So, I'm just going to lean on that door in my head a little more, prick up my ears, and listen to what the warp's got to say about you. If you'll allow. All right. Let's hear what they're whispering about you. Another road. The road begins at the threshold of the expanse and leads to the bowels of the emerging world.
Reading the threads of fate is not meant for you, slave of the enthroned corpse. Step into the embrace of doom, for thus was it preordained by the architect of fates.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't me. I swear on everything that's holy. I don't know what the second road is or who watches over it, but I beg you, stay away from it.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like somebody's gonna have fun.
Yep. Did you know Van Valancius?
None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well. Not even Abelard, and she was always closer to him than anyone else. She told me from the off if I ever listened to anything in the warp about her without her permission, I'd be going out through the airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Only when I was asked. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady Van Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice.
Things are strained between you and Argenta.
The little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices. Ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head.
There are caches left by Theodora.
Me? Not a clue, Lord Captain. I don't know who Lady Theodora would have told about a thing like that, but it definitely wasn't me.
Listen to it.
Why would you whisper that to me now? Why? Lord Captain, I don't know anything about caches or Lady Theodora's secrets, but the voices have just reminded me about something. I was once given the chance to try some real wine. Lady Theodora gave me some. Not just any old synthetic booze, but her favorite plonk. She always drank it in her palace. It was golden in color, and its name was Flame of Purity. A silly name, but the flavor was so intense, and like nothing I'd ever tasted before or since. Apologies. It's probably not important, but I don't know anything more than that.
Flame of Purity seems important. Take my leave.
Of course.
Hello.
Delmin.
Goodbye.
Maybe
Alrighty, so after all of that talking, let's go attempt to kill some heretics.
So you're going back down into your cargo hold again?
No, we're going to Footfall, and we are going to going here. Let's see, who to take. We are taking Argenta, we're taking Cassia, Packy, Abelard, Hendrix? We'll take Hendrix. Yep. Wow, I have 3 arch militants in my crew.
Is this a good thing?
It depends. I just need to kill people.
Okay, so we need a chain sword and a little bit of glue and a whole bunch of glitter.
Pretty much. You are technically a psyker. Get that. Okay. Journal. Northeastern.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
You're on the right path, Seeker. The other caches. Warehouse.
It's about time.
Green, I'm here. What a joy to see you. Follow me.
Is aiding a smuggler an endeavor worthy of a rogue trader?
What's the difference?
You know what? It's very true.
The rogue trader just has a bigger ship.
Victory awaits! Submit and you'll die quickly! Crush them!
Alrighty, Cassia, you are going to go there. Me. Go there. Argenta. Okay, let's start here. This is the front line.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
This is...
If I may.
back line. And rear.
I'm afraid not. Isn't this a job
We'll
for the
be there.
serfs?
So now, I'm gonna go here. And you're just going to give these people a
Emperor,
great
give
time.
me strength. Grace, at least.
I love it so much.
You have expanded their visible horizon.
Me? Yes, Lord Captain.
The lidless stare is just... it's so much fun.
I know what I'm doing, usually. Going somewhere?
Oh. She just gave me a another turn. Lovely. Let's do Voice of Command on Abelard. And lidless stare.
Isn't this a job for the...
Kill. Jesus.
Let's get to it. Here we go.
You cast Power Word Be Gone.
Out of my way.
Just a minor setback.
Why does everybody want to run into the poison?
As it makes you see colors.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's study. Doubt is for the weak. I am his will made manifest. I'll do it. I refuse. That is not the Emperor's will. This is unacceptable. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Hold on. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
I will do my duty.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay. Sworn enemy.
Indeed. It will be done. An exemplary strike.
Scared yet?
Nothing I can't do.
Hold on.
Already done.
I'll pass. Not a problem for me. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
Ah, damn it! I didn't want to do that.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve. Venerate you, machine spirits.
Alright, well, I am getting paid, so I will have to depart for a while.
See you later, buddy.
It looks like you are having fun, though, so make
I
profit.
am having fun.
Move freight.
And I will not die.
Wonderful.
See you later. Goodbye.
That is foolishness. Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
At your beck and call. Indeed. Reduced to dust. It will be done. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
I am a navigator, not as duty demands. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. this a job for the serfs?
And boom.
I took care of this.
Ah! Ha ha. Yeah, one of y'all just fucking died, by the way. Just stood in the poison and died. Two, three, five. Those astromechs didn't have time to make off with anything yet. 2 minutes screen. Also the coordinates of my loyal crew. Get the proper somewhere safe. And done. We're good. Now how about we relocate to more pleasant and private space? What, we're just gonna leave your cargo unattended? Worry not. After all the ruckus we've caused here, don't anyone go anywhere near my, now our property. Unvaulted wisdom is worth this trouble. That's right there. In the name of the... Please forgive me. I'm Takar's personal agent. Yeah, you're also in the poison. Criminal circulation. From criminal the distribution of which is banned in the horrendous Xeno heresy has been fraudulently delivered to the bastion of the Holy Imperium. I did not doubt for a moment most of the presence here was merely a misunderstanding, but another manipulation. Commerce. It is too great a coincidence that the Legion's representative should arrive in Shadow Quarters just as Jay has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipments over the Fox, not just anyone but the Legion's personal agent. Knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself. And to get rid of Ray if he could. Behold the grubby underhanded struggle between cold traders, and had it not been for your impromptu deals. The owner of this cargo is presently under my protection, under a rogue trader's protection. Tell your master they need to take advice. I wish I could see Vladim's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in this expanse. I am generally Vladim, and I have other difficulties. I never thought that he'd like to clean me out. Go away with me in some dark corner, at least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, my gang and I would already be floating in orbits. Tell me about your business, the truth of it, leave nothing out. First, so, with all sorts of smugglers here, but Xenos, one's intelligent enough to believe that mutual benefit was better outcome of our meeting than mutual destruction. What I know that the Ecclesiarchy has to say about that, but speak from the bottom of my heart, I know where the line is between an ordinary deal and a betrayal of humanity, and I never cross it. Personal rogue like you can think on their feet. Not afraid of inhumans. I like you. Making profit where it does no harm to oneself or the Imperium. I think I'm gonna come down. You can atone for your deplorable crimes again. Yeah, come join me. Okay. at it. When were you going? I am infinitely flattered by your attention. If I had known I was talking to an envoy of one, I would have shown some decorum. I wanted to talk like normal people. Yay! Oh! If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, I'd say no. Okay.
Reading damage to bulk.
You don't frighten me!
I won't tolerate weakness.
Jesus Christ. And what are these boots? Ooh! Those are good boots. Hello, Jay's assistants. Those are some nice chain swords you have there. Shame if they weren't useful.
A new challenge for me.
Okay. I have to figure out a way into here. Oh, goods. Loot.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
And the question is, how do I?
Get in my way.
Okay, I would appreciate a hint. Think maybe I gotta go back to the fucker in charge.
Follow my lead.
Well, we spent like the first hour and a half frickin' around with the with respecking everybody. We barbecued a gang. A man who introduced himself as a servant of House Corda asked to have a word with me, and then, imagine the odds, someone blew his brains out. Adverse again, anarchical degenerates don't care who they shoot, be it my servants or yours or those in the employ of House Chorda, and wish to negotiate a deal with you to refrain from hindering Incendia Chorda's efforts to strangle us, threat of hunger and demand our obedience. I'm beginning to resent how frequently the people I converse with on the station wind up dead. And is it even mental? As times you live in, and this is Footfall denizens, don't always look for reasons to spill blood. I found a neutralized Anver's agitator-in-chief. Your Lordship, Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. Why is there a quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? Could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps two families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. Best is isolate the air and wait for the problem to resolve. I wish to help the people. I want those boots so bad. I want those boots. Those are so good boots. I need more profit factor. Hey, Sarge. I want to enter. Is that really it? Just wait. Lovely. H.
A new challenge for me?
I guess it really is just wait. I fucking don't know. So, Footfalls Great Cathedrals and the turret that would have crowned its Colosseum is now located in the atrium where it serves as the Chapel of St. Drusus. Boom. Ooh, lovely. What do you got? Nothing good. It's a good chain sword, though. Ooh. Can I get you? That's 3. I could, but it would take a fucking lot.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Maybe an ancient.
Victory awaits!
Is this the chapel?
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, lordy. Fun. Yeah, that is Tuesdays. Oh, lordy. Ah. You remember the place, small K, large windows. What was this warehouse? Augmentations. Lovely. Ah, okay. The stench. Hey, Ramshackle, yeah, how have you, as in before or since watching me? Oh, Christ. How have you found it?
I won't tolerate it.
Very nice. I may revisit some old RPGs like that.
It's about time.
Alrighty. Answer is close, Seeker. Remember the word realizing. Remember the place in a tunnel in the shadow of the bridge, and the bridge in the shadow of the great statue. Oh, fucking hell. I want to enter. I want to follow the quest. I want to follow the quest. Okay. We shut them up ourselves already. It was for their grief and fear time. Please don't punish the rest of us for it. Just gonna join my ship's crew.
Follow my lead.
Let's see, reputation. Biography. Alrighty. Yeah, Ramshackle. I know that there's something here. Don't...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I know I didn't explicitly say no spoilers, but I didn't ask for that, buddy. Like, I appreciate it. I really do. But I kind of put together that it's part of that quest. I kind of want to deal with that. I kind of wanted to do the quest. Yeah, and it's fun. Alrighty. Methinks there's some stuff we need to do. Greetings, what can I do for you? Take a look at what you got. Reputation, what do you want? You want trophies. Alrighty. Let's take a look at this dead world. Can we drop an extractarium on it? Nope. Okay. Warp routes. Travel between the system is fraught with mortal peril and takes place in another dimension known as the Warp. Only a navigator can plot the course of the Warp to other star systems. Click on the circular button on the bottom of the screen to have the ship's navigator chart new routes. Continue to travel, left mouse, and press the Warp travel button. Green routes are safest, yellow are unpredictable, orange routes denote a high probability of ship coming, even in the Warp. Red routes are choosing to be assaulted by hostile forces. Okay. Oh, we are pirates. We are pirates. This is hilarious. Void ship management. Features, posts. Who is where? Best post, shield master, best post, maneuvers, needs, athletics, could be better. Warp channeler, fun. Yes. Okay, everybody is doing their best. Components are... Okay. And goodbye. So. Back to bridge, chart new routes. Okay, so we are here, and we need to just explore. Okay. Chart new routes. Ooh! This is an special route. Standard scanning could not reveal a route to the selected system. Still get there by spending navigator's insight. What is a special resource required by exploring by scanning new systems, anomalies, or participating in non-combat. Okay, so I need to get up there. And they say orange is fraught with danger. Nothing ventured. So reduce it to unsafe. I see. Reduce it to safe. Let's go. Humbly awaiting you on the bridge. This may be the last thing I do, because I gotta drop my car off at the mechanics. Owlcat, great, I love it. Lord Captain, if I may request your attention for a moment, I must report a series of highly dangerous violations that are taking place in the fuel compartment. Master-at-Arms is ignoring my demands, and I am thus forced to appeal directly to you. Fuelers have found a sect of some kind. This group practices fire worship of the Emperor and has been burning promethium near the fuel line. I beg you to stop this madness before we all go up in flames. I should point out that there have been no incidents in the fuel compartment so far, and that the beliefs of this sect do not affect the obedience of the workers or the efficiency in any way. All assemblies are conducted strictly after hours with the permission of their superiors. However, if you find the practice unacceptable, we will put a stop to them immediately. Recognize this culters are considered heretical. Let Confessor Abelard be the judge of such business. I can assure you that there is no heresy festering the sect of fire prophecies. When tested for purity and found to be in accordance with the creed, their leader, the Oracle Fire, is devout and submissive to his servants. They do not twist the sacred teachings as for their chosen forms of worships, these are neither rare nor remarkable. Many minor cults exist. This Oracle Fire really make prophecies. At least he and his flock believe that the Emperor reveals glimpses of the possible future to him in his sacred flame. Occasionally, the vision do come true, or so his followers convince themselves. Other guys of God Emperor truly lies upon where he's merely charming, or is a blissful lunatic, or a wicked rogue who possesses psychic powers not tempered by his will. Lord Captain, the choir master of the... I must be watchful of any threats this is order from the Imperium. You have heard rumors that you are, so I have sent. They assert that this man is a psyker. This man who speaks to the warp is a danger to himself and the entire house. Both the law and common sense dictate that he should be learned in holiness and tranquilized and handed over to the Inquisition, sent to Holy Terror. You may also dispose of him someone if they are burning my promethium. The amount of residue accumulated in the drainage tanks is so laughably small that it was not even worth recording. If there is any real misappropriation, I would have already punished those involved. The last sentence carries a note of regret. Visions may prove useful. I will not let the law stand in our way. Since Abelard and Sauerbrack have both attested obedient and free of fault, I will not ban their teaching. Alrighty, visit! Hello! Begin scan. 50 XP. Desert World. Begin scan. Extract. Plans and teaming with valuable resources, but ultimate strategy needs to set up and scan the plans. Accept resources. You can also use them to trade with various factions. New contracts are now available. Contracts are customer colonies with profit factor. Oh, it may cost me profit factor. Yes, extract it. Scan. Nope. Hello, ships.
I'll be your beacon in the darkness.
You see different types of anomalous zones. Any vessel that enters part of the soul or sees positive or negative. Have your cursor to find out more about the zone and shows you the gas goes you slow down, that's falling. Same time, just let me see what I'm saying. Okay. Oi, stop that.
Lay in the course.
Did I not? Fuck.
Leave the hull strewn across the stars. Fire the lance batteries. Macro cannon, volley.
It's like I thought I was.
This one's going down.
Damn it. Okay.
Onward!
I fucked myself.
The time has come. Macro cannon, volley! Unleash our vengeful salvo! Their hull strewn across the stars! Lead them.
A worthy deed.
Boom. Lovely. Let's do one more. See if I can't do this better.
For the glory of the dynasty!
Stress one torpedo.
One's going down. Macro cannon, volley! Annihilate them! Fire right now! Onward!
How are torpedoes supposed to attack like that? God damn it.
Bleed them! Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Haha. Explosions.
Yourself mode! The time has come. Lay in the course.
Alright. Whatever.
Annihilate them! Fire the last batteries. Leave the hull strewn across the stars. Onward.
Our technological superiority was obvious.
Yay. Look at that. Transition from Falstone. Sent by Order of the Hammer. Monastery is the only settlement. I'll resolve this conflict. 611 days after the feast, the fascinated champion of the faith, the Order of the Hammer, countless tortured souls stepped in fear, Falstone on a star barge. At a great apostasy had befallen their home and turned them into abject wanderers seeking help. Their wicked and cruel captain, the owner of the Nessia, has betrayed them once the unknown souls in his care had made landfall on the world's surface. He most deviously recalled his struggles and left, thus ridding himself of duty and care, not knowing how they would survive on the grim license, the forsaken the monastery of St. Cognatus. And there they surrounded its walls. They hammered with it, take us in, protect us. Grace enough full of din, disorder, and all manner of things despicable. Brought with them the worldly futility and strife, and mayhaps also seeds of alluring blasphemies. Were called the first missionaries to set foot on Falstone's vast land, led by their zeal for serving St. Cognatus. And those missionaries had received the blessing of the champion of the faith, who had traveled with them in their star barge. Found in this place a humble and pure abode wherein to cultivate wisdom and piety. He was a warrior and wise-hearted forester, never cowered behind walls of a librarian, but carrying the light in the palm of his hand. He commanded others to do the same. Not only Falstone, but many other worlds of affairs. And welcomed the intermost memory as discussed, but he did warn his brethren to keep their vigilance. The brethren and sisters of the Order of the Hammer came forth to meet the strangers, carrying water and protein, viticules, and Protophetium. King. Blows over Venus, and blood was spilled, and many were trampled, mauled, and stampedes and dollars. And the wars on their flak cowls inscribed the words "Praise God" on their tactical visors, and went forth ready to render service in battle. They pierced the interlopers with the chainswords, but the interlopers too scant. So many of them looks Flavia. Fox alarm, shut the gate and commanded the hungry and the sick lay siege to the monastery, begging for help. They blocked water collector. The God Emperor sent his champion, his confidant, his right hand, a rogue trader blessed of the blessed house, Von Valancius. May the light of his grace remain upon it forever. The blessed rogue trader. Let's hold them accountable. So they don't want to wander anymore. The monks don't want them there anymore. Let's just fucking take them. Okay, I've got a colony. Interesting. Okay. Gives me, ooh, that's fun. Holy factor, profit factor, accuracy and efficiency. Gives me 20 holy gifts. Retribution. +2 security. look, if only for the retribution. No, that's not the word. Reputation. Okay, start that project. Alrighty. I believe that is where I am going to stop because I am tired. And I need to go to the mechanics. So this is a good stopping point. So I'm going to stop. Thank you, everybody, for joining the one and only BPL Weirdo. I picked up Puzzle with this. For anyone who doesn't know, went to the airport, walked around with it, and Puzzle was just like, my person. I'll see y'all later. I may not stream a cooking show on Monday because that coincides with St. Patrick's Day, and I may just spend the day with my family. Or I may stream earlier in the day. I don't know. I do want to cook. But we will have fun. We will figure it out. I love you all. Have a good day. And remember to hail, hail Cargonia.
Hold on. Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo techs push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
Get back to work.